Come on in the room. Come on in the room. We are live, live, live. Let me get on in this seat. Hello. Hi, Maureen Shavers. Hey, Farmer Chaz. What up, though? Donzel, what's up? Y'all come on in. Do the usual greeting. Let me try to get this up on the laptop as well. Hey, Rufia. Please tell me if I am pronouncing your name correctly or if I need to adjust the pronunciation of your name. One thing I hate to do is mispronounce people's name. I adjust this light so we have as little glare as possible. Let me get this like this, and let me jump on over here. I appreciate you all for joining me for this pop-up tonight. I decided at the last minute that I was gonna go ahead and go live this evening. Hey, Angela Peaceful Garden. Thank you for coming over. Angels, not Angela, angels. It is super cold, Donzel. Super, super cold. So I'm gonna hop on over here. Now, I'm gonna have some questions for y'all tonight. I don't think I'm as snazzy and sophisticated as Farmer Chaz with doing the questions in the chat. I don't know if I can do that. So y'all just be prepared. I do have some questions because y'all gonna help me plan. We're not gonna plan out my whole garden because that would be a lot, but we're gonna plan out some stuff. You guys like that? So while you guys are talking to everybody, greeting everybody, let us know in the chat where you are gardening from. This is probably going to be my first time really doing well, I shouldn't say a first time. I feel like this is the format that I'm going to do tonight. Where are you gardening from? What state and or country? Share your grow zone if you know it, so that we can assess based on your answers and responses where you are. Because one thing that we all know as gardeners, which is the reason why we have grow zones, what we grow at any given season can be different from somebody else's during the same time. Thank you so much, Farmer Chaz. It's just a poll. All right, I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see if I can maneuver Chaz with that. Or, you know what? We should try something, Chaz. I think you have rights to do a poll on my channel as a moderator. So one, thank you to all my moderators who are joining tonight. Chaz, can you see if you can do a poll on my live or not, because that would be interesting. And if you can do them, maybe I'll just, you don't have access? I thought you did. When I was looking at access earlier today, I thought you had access to be able to do it. But if not, it's fine. Wait, I don't know how to take that nice try though. I don't know if you're being facetious, Chaz, or you're saying you'll try. Which one is it? Which one is it? You're being facetious? All right, so I know my moderators are going to be on their job this evening. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, my name is Shelly, which you can clearly tell from the channel name, Shelly's Homestead Hideaway. And I am in Maryland, Grow Zone 7B. Some years ago, I said I was in Grow Zone 7A. And it seems that it has changed, or it goes both ways. I don't know. Hey, official, is that Jadius? I don't think I've ever seen you on here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, thank you for telling my mods to lock in. But and I know they will, so I'm not even worried about that. I have some absolutely, I feel like this needs to be down a little bit. Pardon me. I have some absolutely amazing moderators, and I appreciate them so much. If you are a content creator and you do lives, we all know how important it is. Okay, well, thank you for joining. Where are you joining from, official Jadius? And what zone? If you typed it already, my apologies. I missed it. You're in Texas. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Frisco, Texas. That's amazing. Hello, pretty love you. Airwell, see. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what you got to go. Oh, okay. You got to go. All right. Bye-bye. Well, thanks for, I think that's what you're saying. Bye-bye. Thank you. I appreciate that sub. I really do. Because if you guys have already been following my chat, there is a video up, my seed haul, in which I'm also doing a giveaway because I'm on a mission to reach my 1,000 subscribers. And so when I reach that goal, there's going to be a big giveaway winner. So make sure you go watch that video, that you're subscribed, that you comment appropriately on that, and also share it out for bonus points. Thank you, Chaz. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. And then we're going to get started because it's Saturday night, y'all. And I don't take it lightly that you guys are hanging out with me this evening, because you can choose to be anywhere. I've been sitting here talking to y'all, and I haven't pulled it up on my laptop yet. You can be anywhere on a Saturday night. I could be anywhere, but I have chosen to spend a little bit of time with you all tonight. And I hope you guys will enjoy this live. It will not be too long, but it'll be long enough, right? All right, let me focus and actually pull up this live. Let me do that. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding it. We're going to turn that off. Four Seasons Garden. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Another one of my mods has joined in. Y'all, I cannot find my live. Okay, I think this is it here. Yes, now I can see a little bit better. I can see better. I can see the chat better. All right, so next question. All right, so what we're going to do tonight, what we're going to do, well, most of you or some of you may not have seen my my seed bag. So let me show you the seed bag. It is all filled in. I got so much stuff here in front of me. Chaz, did you hear airplane? Thank you, Jacqueline. Yes, yes. Did you hear airplane, Chaz? If you heard it, and okay, so yes, you probably did. I know some people think I'm joking when I say I live in a flight zone. I'm not. I really do. And you guys might hear the plane and notice it, and I may not because I'm a little oblivious to it. Now, my next question is, give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay. Do I sound loud enough? I am not using a microphone. So I just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. And then I'm going to get situated. I'm going to give you guys, here's a peek. Okay, I see thumbs up. Thank you very much. This is the seed bag, and this is the bag that is a part of the giveaway. So I got all of my seeds in here, y'all. It's insane. Absolutely insane. I do have a few more seeds to go in here, and I have determined that I probably need another bag. Thank you, Jacqueline. I'm trying to get like y'all, you know, you and Chaz, and I think Rashida has hers organized now. Okay, great. Thank you. So while I have them all in here, they are in alphabetical order, but they are not in alpha order within their respective alphabet. So what we're going to do tonight, pardon me, y'all gonna help me start the planning for my 2026 year. And let me show you what I did last year. Last year, I did, well, first of all, see, this is why it's good to take notes. Hello, One Crafty Sister. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your channel, also your old channel and your new channel. Let me know, because you may not realize it, but I followed you under your old channel. I'm talking to One Crafty Sister, unless I have it the wrong person, and I don't think I do. I followed you under your old channel, OV something, I think, and you used to make tumblers, all kinds of things. And my name was Cat Eyes MD. So let me know in the chat if you remember that. I used to join your chat. You'll be there for tomorrow live. Okay, are you leaving, Donzel? Did I miss that? Is Donzel leaving? I am focused, Chaz. I'm focused. All right, so we gotta speak to Donzel. All right, so last year, what I was getting ready to say, I wrote in my book the last frost for the spring and the first frost for the fall. So this is now a reminder to me. It's gonna help me tonight. Oh, okay. So it is the wrong person. My apologies. Thank you for letting me know. Tomorrow live for chat and chew. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Jacqueline, no, it does not have more room. I promise you it doesn't. I mean, I probably could squeeze more in there, but that will make it hard to then kind of flip through. So I don't want to stuff the bag. Okay. So on here, I have my notes. So April 15th was the last frost spring date, and October 15th is the first frost for the fall. And February the 16th marks 8 weeks before the last frost date. So I feel like I'm a little behind, because if there are things, I don't think she needs another bag, Chaz. The bag has a lot more room, Chaz. Jacqueline, her bag is jam. Thank you, Chaz. It is jam packed, and I know there are probably more. There are probably more seeds there. She need to organize. She need another bag, albeit maybe a smaller bag. So I'll tell you what I actually said I'm going to do. I'm not going to buy another bag. And I really don't. I know you said it, Chaz. I really don't have a lot more seeds to put in here. I mean, I got some because I got some today, which I'll share with you guys. Wait, is this the package that I got today? Yes. I got this package today, and I'm going to show you guys what I got in there. But before I get to that, let me still go back and show you what I did last year. I have multiple pages in here that look like this, okay? And it just simply has the seed, whether it's a veggie, herb, or flower, the variety, the maturity, the number of days to maturity, and the advanced weeks that I need to know for starting the seeds indoors. Okay? And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8 pages, y'all. 8 pages of stuff written down here. I got receipts in here because Miss Jacqueline has told me I need to be keeping track of that stuff. I don't always keep track of it. So I would love to do another chart similar to this, because it does help me to know when I need to plant something, as well as the maturity date. So y'all gonna help me with that tonight. I have 1 page, and I think that's all I'm gonna dedicate to tonight. We're gonna do 1 page of seed selection. Okay? All right. Let's see what we got here. You planted 8 pages. No, I didn't, chat. I didn't plant everything. At least I don't think I did. I did put check marks next to things that I planted, and I probably didn't on some. Let's see. Orange accordion, I planted. Brown sugar tomato, I planted. Basil lettuce leaf, I planted. I don't think I did this Dutch broadleaf corn salad. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3. I planted red of Florence, which was a long day. Jacqueline, which day onion should I be planting? Because I still don't know. You planted greens. I did not plant these, so I won't say it. Okay, I planted alpine strawberry seeds. They did not make it. Pepper, yellow corno de toro, I planted. Okay, Jacqueline. I planted bunching onions. I'm on page 2 now. I planted, excuse me, Southport white globe, long day onions. I planted Santa Fe grande peppers. I planted red burgundy okra. I planted, I think I planted this. It's not marked, but I think I planted this parsnip. I planted, let me see, some of these, they don't have marks next to them. I feel like I did plant salad burnet lettuce. That was not a success for me. Hey, Shia Sunshine. Thanks for coming in tonight. I planted eggplant, Rosa Bianca variety. I planted Pompeii onions. And if you've been watching me, you know that my onions were super successful. So that was a short day onion, and I had long day onions, and both of them did very well. I did plant earth dent corn, and I think I got like 4 ears that I was able to harvest. Hey, the Nichols, thanks for joining. When you guys come in, don't forget to smash that like button. I appreciate it so much. I'm moving on now to page 3 of the 8. I planted cream sausage tomato, which was a determinate variety. Would I plant that again? Probably not. Although it wasn't a bad tomato, I don't think it didn't have like some amazing flavor to it. So I probably would not plant that again. I planted jelly melons, was not a success for me. Squash, let me see, I did not plant the sorrel. It says I planted cabbage, I marked it. The Danish ball head variety was not successful for me. Yellow pear tomato, I didn't plant it, but it did grow because it grows back every year in my garden. Wait, did I miss your interview, the Nichols? I think I missed your interview. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. All right. I did not plant dragon's egg. And speaking of dragon's eggs, I have dragon's eggs seeds here that I said I would share. I don't know if this person emailed me though. Let me look in my notes. I'm going to have to look. I have a note here that Royal Country City wanted dragon's eggs. Does anybody else want dragon's egg cucumbers? Dragon's egg cucumbers. If so, send me an email. If one of my mods can drop my email address in the chat, but it is also on my bio. Send me an email to Shelly's Homestead Hideaway at gmail.com and let me know if you want some of these seeds. This is I think these were new, so I have enough that I can share with a couple people. Okay, the Nichols, I'm gonna go back and watch that. Thank you, Chaz. You are welcome. All right, so that's that. Let me see these other notes I had. I don't know if Kanisha Glover, I don't think she's in here. If anybody has black mustard seed, let me know. Okay, and then I have a note that Herman is going to send me something. So I'm going to put this book to the side because I don't think I'm going to need that one tonight. Let's continue on. And while I am doing this, let me know if there's anything that I mention as I'm going down the list. If it's something that you would grow in your garden or you've grown it in your garden before. Maybe I should try to do the poll. Hey, Rashida. Rashida Monique in the building. Appreciate you. All right, so we got down to the cabbage, the Danish ball head. Wait, somebody said something about yellow pear tomato. You have yellow pear tomatoes, the Nichols. Have you grown it? Let me know what your success was with that. And I'm just going back and looking at the chat a little bit. Okay, let me go back. One crafty sister, you said, I'm glad to be here, learning a lot from you ladies. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And we definitely strive to provide content that not only we can learn from, but anybody who watches our channel can learn from as well. We don't know everything, but we will help you out as much as possible. So feel free to leave questions in the comments. Feel free to email. I feel like this laptop is glaring on me. Send email with your chat as well. And if you do not follow Farmer Chaz, which I'm sure everybody in here is following Farmer Chaz because she's amazing, there's going to be a live tomorrow. And Chaz, are you announcing? I think you are announcing your special project. Let me know if it's okay to say it on here or not, because I think it's amazing. Okay, the Nichols, you were wondering about the taste. Hold on, I gotta go all the way back up. Okay. There is a girl. I don't like the yellow pear tomatoes. Really? Chaz, you don't like the taste of the yellow pear tomatoes? I actually like the yellow pear tomatoes, but they are definitely a tomato that will, for me anyway, I can only speak for myself. I planted yellow pear tomato one time and I have grown it essentially for 3 seasons straight now because it does grow back in my garden every year. And it is an indeterminate, so it will just grow and grow and grow. It literally will take over a bed if I let it. Oh, you thought they were kind of bland. Okay, I sure didn't. I like them, but they are very prolific, as you said. Yeah, I like the taste. They're a nice size tomato. They're not too big. They're probably just about yay high, and then they can be kind of plump. And I love to take them and cut it in half and eat it. You know, whether I'm eating some mozzarella cheese or goat cheese, whatever, with some balsamic vinegar or some type of oil and vinegar on it. I love it. Hey, Official Jamia. Didn't see you come in. I see your name up there, though. Members only, drops for regular subscribers on the 8th. Okay. So what Chaz is talking about, you guys are following her, if you were on her live today, you kind of already know she's starting a Discord channel. And right now it is for members only to join, and then it will drop for regular subscribers on February the 8th. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it. So stay tuned and look out for the link to join that when it opens up for the general subscribers. Okay. You guys are talking to each other there. Oh, okay. Chaz, I would say, okay, you said I might have to give them another try. I think I know someone's garden I can put. So that would be great. If you can put it in somebody else's garden that has a lot of space, that will be great. My only suggestion, of course, with that one, because now I've experienced it for 3 years, is to plan to cut it back like a lot, because it literally will take over everywhere. I had it growing in a 8-foot by 4-foot bed, and when I tell you it practically took over that whole bed, it is not a overstatement or misrepresentation at all. We had a ton of yellow pear tomatoes. Oh, so Chaz, I just the other day pulled up that Nazon project, and I'm going to start watching that. 5 acres, yes, fantastic for him to grow. And then he may not even need to cut it back, but you're going to have a whole lot of tomatoes. Hey, Foothills of Appalachia, welcome. Can you trellis pear tomatoes over cattle panel? That is I am for certain, Jacqueline, you can do that, because it grows so much. Those branches get super long, and that actually would be a great way to manage some of that growth. So that's a great question. So thank you for asking that. Yes, I was actually already on the computer. Okay. Rashida's responding to Jacqueline there. And okay, that's good to know. The Nichols, that's good to know. My plan is to put it in a container. The Nichols, are you talking about the yellow pear tomato? I'm not sure what size container you plan to put it in. I would highly suggest something no smaller than a 5-gallon bucket, and then that way you can just keep it cut and pruned back. Yeah, 5-gallon bucket minimum. All right, so let me get back to what I grew last year. This wasn't even my plan to go over. I did not grow the dragon's egg last year. All right, next page. I did grow chives last year. I grew cilantro. I grew dill. I was negligent in taking care of it, so it grew, and I let it go to seed. I did not even harvest the seed. So I expect to see some of these things coming up in the garden this year. Okay, Farmer Chaz, recommendation to the Nichols is to plant in a container, plant that yellow pear tomato in a container, and use 2 tomato chases to grow them vertically through the cages and prune. So 2 stakes, 2 cages for the 1 plant. That is a fantastic suggestion, Chaz. Jacqueline, do I have the purple basil? I got purple basil. If you're referring to what Chanel sent me, yes, I do. Oh, cages. Cages. Thank you, Chaz. Do you need the purple basil, Jacqueline? Because yeah, I think that's what the this red Reuben is. Is that what you're asking me about? Red Reuben? I will happily share seeds with you if that's what you're asking about. All right, let me continue on so we can get to the planning for this season. Okay, is it the same thing? Is it the same thing? And yes, definitely go ahead and save it, because you see I have a ton of seeds and I have a lot of basil, y'all. All right, so back over here, chives, cilantro, dill. I did plant the bloody butcher corn. I don't think I had any success with it. I planted radish mix last year. I think I planted at the wrong time and I wasn't successful with it. So I've moved to the next page. Carrots, I did not plant. I did plant some Swiss chard. Okay, it is slightly different, Chaz, but same concept. Okay. So if you wanna swap some, we can. I planted Swiss chard, and you guys can tell me, because I want to plant Swiss chard again. I was super happy that I was able to successfully grow some Swiss chard this year, and what I found worked for me, although it still grew a little slowly. So I think I'm going to start it indoors. I'm going to start some Swiss chard indoors, but I planted it in with my kale and collard plants, and I feel like it helped it because it helped to shade it. I don't know if Swiss chard likes more shade than sun, but I feel like it helped because I did get some full pieces. Roshita is asking, is purple basil a specific flavor? So I don't know, Roshita, but I love basil. And because it's different, I wanted it. And so I will be growing it for certain. Okay, Chaz is saying that one has a stronger taste than the other. Okay, in her opinion. All right. So back to the things that I grew last year. Ground cherries. Mwah! Ground cherries are amazing. I had so many ground cherries. I think I had 3 or 4 ground cherry plants. So they were given and given and given. And I loved it. And I will do that again this year. So there's another question. How many of you grow ground cherries? Do you grow more than one plant? And if you only grow one plant, do you just, and I'm throwing a lot of questions at y'all, do you just eat the ground cherries in the garden because that's all you can manage to get and snack on? I purposely grew multiple plants because I wanted to make sure that I had enough ground cherries that I could harvest them, bring them in, and I could do something with them if I chose. Well, what did we do with them? We just ate them. Me and the grandbaby, we love them. You had 6 ground cherries last time. So Rashida, did yours not make them in to the house, even with the 6 ground cherry plants? Jacqueline says, I have not, but it's on my list, so I'm going to do just 2. Okay, Jacqueline, I'm going to assume that you're going to grow yours in your sips, and that's where I grew mine this year. And so it's actually one of the things one of the reasons why I landscaped the area where my sips, for those of you who don't know what sips are, they are self-irrigating planters. I have 10 of them. Okay, Rashida, and I get that. I think the first year I grew ground cherries, they were a little stunted as well. Okay, Chaz only did one, but you're growing multiples this season. Great. Angela Calloway, you've never grown them. What do they taste like? Girl, they taste like heaven in your mouth. Now, anybody who cares to discredit what I said, feel free to say so in there. But I love ground cherries. They have, depending upon what variety, there are different flavors. In fact, let me just find if I have the seeds near me. To me, they don't really have much of a tomato. Y'all, you laughing at me? Oh, Rashida, you have 4. And Jacqueline, I know you laughing at me saying that it tasted like heaven in your mouth, because it's so good. And they are very good, warm, right? You know, picked straight from the garden. However, one of my favorite ways to enjoy them is to bring them indoors and put them in the refrigerator. And I would usually let my grandbaby dehusk them. Hard to explain, but almost like little, yeah, without a pit. But the seeds are super duper tiny, so it has a texture. Correct, Chaz. They do. They have a little texture. They have that, and depending upon probably how ripe they are and what variety, a sweetness that just is so good. And I feel like you taste, and I could be wrong, I feel like you taste more of the flavor of the ground cherry when it's been chilled a little bit. Okay, Rashida, you were thinking about your 2024 garden and how some things didn't produce well, and it was my first season. Right, my first season growing them, they didn't do as well either. And my seedlings were struggling. I think I started mine outdoors the very first season. Let me read the rest of your comment. They were struggling and stressed. Expect to have better success this year. You will, Rashida. Yes, Chaz, they definitely taste more like a fruit. Okay, so which ground cherries do you have? Please share. I'm about to look. Well, I shouldn't say I'm about to. I was looking, Jacqueline, to see what I have in here. I wrote on here New Hanover, but I feel like I had 2 different. Oh, okay, yeah. So I had New Hanover ground cherries, and I also had Aunt Molly's ground cherries. The other one was on the other page. So I'm going to try to find the packet so that, interesting. You know what? It's probably under the G for ground cherry. Ha 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 ha. So let me hop on over here to the G's. F, G. Yes. 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 Okay. So here are my packs of ground cherries right here. Okay. And so you can see how the cherry looks inside the husk, right? And the husk, what time is it? It's 10:15. Okay. When the cherry is ready, it drops to the ground. And I'm giving the air quotes for ready because I feel like sometimes when they're dropped, they're not quite ready the way I like them to be ready. So usually I let them stay out there for a couple more days, you know, in the sun. And then eventually I go out and I just pick up like a basket full of them. Ooh, official Jamia. I don't know if there's a secret to it. I did grow mine differently this past season than I did the first year. The first year I had one, it was in a barrel, and one of those, like looked like a wooden barrel, but it was plastic. I got them from Aldi. And it was growing, but I think part of the problem was that it wasn't staying watered enough, so I didn't get a heavy harvest from them. But I got an ample harvest from them. You kind of tossed them in a pot and kept them fairly moist until they sprouted. Right. And once they take off, they will take off. But the ones that I had planted in the sips this year were definitely, they were producing and producing and producing. They did, I believe they got some type of disease because the leaves all started yellowing. So I don't know if that was powdery mildew. But what was really amazing is they still continued to produce, and eventually most of them had died back, and then they started growing again in the fall. But it was not enough time for them to fully develop and produce more ground cherries before it got too cold. So let me just go ahead and read the pack of these, and then we're going to go, I'm going to just start with letter A. We're going to talk about what's in my letter A section, and we're going to decide on what items in that section I may or may not plant. Okay, so the ground cherries. This is the New Hanover packet from Baker Creek, and it says, let's see. Okay, it just says New Hanover ground cherry rough wood seed collection exclusive, preserved by the late Katie Hoffman Sloniker, 1903 to 1983, in New Hanover, Pennsylvania, which is, I guess, why it's called New Hanover, Pennsylvania. It says sweet, fruity, and addictive. Super true. Super, super true. Yes, definitely try it again, official Jamia. Do you have seeds for them? Let me see how many seeds I have on here. And then the Aunt Molly's. It's pinching me. The Aunt Molly's packet says it is a Polish heirloom variety, has unusually fine flavor, very sweet, with a nice hint of tartness. It's an excellent choice for pies and preserves. So I would definitely like to try making something out of ground cherries this season, because I've never tried to make anything with them. I just eat them as a snack. All right, so One Crafty Sister, this will be your first time growing ground cherries. Great. What did you just pop back in, One Crafty Sister? We were just talking about what they tasted like a few moments ago. They just taste like a sweet fruit. They're just, I describe them as heaven in your mouth. They just taste so delicious. She is Sunshine and Will. Wait, what did I miss? Oh, I hear if you grow them in the ground, you will have ground cherries forever. Facts. I believe that. I believe that. So I'm going to go back to what I was saying earlier. I have them planted in SIPs containers, self-irrigating planters, and I have lined that area where those planters are with landscape fabric. And I did that intentionally so that when they drop to the ground, I'm able to harvest them off of the landscape fabric and they not be in the grass and stuff. All right, official Jamia. I have a few. I could always use more Okay, and Rashida, I'm going back to purple basil. I have 2 dark opal and red. Oh, you got red Reuben too, Rashida? At Farmer Chaz and Jacqueline, have y'all grown? Yeah, so I've never grown them. So official Jamia, and I will probably, let me see. I don't know if I have. Oh, okay. I got quite a few seeds in here. They are super, super tiny seeds, y'all. Let me see if y'all see that. These are ground cherry seeds. They are super, super tiny. So official Jamia, if you need some, I'm happy to separate some out from here and give you some. That's the Aunt Molly's. And then let me see what I have in this one. I mentioned before that with these seed packets, what I do is when I open them up, I want to keep my packets nice. And so I put them in another seed packet that I purchased. So let me see what I have in this one. Okay, don't seem like I have that many in this one. So it may be that I can send you some of the Aunt Molly's. Yeah, don't seem like I don't have enough of the new Hanover to share with you. I can send you some Aunt Molly's. So email me, Shelly's Homestead Hideaway at gmail.com. Shelly's with an S, SHELLYS, Homestead Hideaway at gmail.com. All right, so I'm going to put these, actually I said the app. Let me leave this one out here and make a note. You're welcome. So email me. I'm going to add you to my little notes page here because I'll forget, y'all. I just keep it real. I will forget. So ground cherry, official Jamia. Send me an email, dear, with your address, and I'll get those out to you. So this and the Dragon's Egg cucumbers. All right. Last year, I also grew tomatillos, purple. I grew a bunch of them. I will not be growing them again. At least no time soon. Why? Because they take up a lot of space. You need multiples for them to pollinate. And while they did give, I wasn't like wowed by them, and maybe it's because I don't make salsa. I know a lot of people say that they use them to make salsa. So tomatillos is not something that I will grow in my garden, I would say in the near future. Okay, She is Sunshine. I might have more. Can't keep up. I will be thank you, Chaz, for putting the email address in there. She is Sunshine. I just pulled them out so I can order more, but not reorder the same old ones. I know that's right. All right. So I have 3 more pages of stuff that I wrote out last year. Wow. And see, so I'm going to show you guys. You see all them check marks? That means I at least started seeds for them. And that was the ground cherry, the Santa Fe peppers, tomatillo, pineapple variety. I don't think, no, I shouldn't say I don't think. I know that the pineapple variety of tomatillos did not take off. I think all my seedlings died. I had Guardsman bunching onions. Those did fine. Walla Walla onions amazingly did well. My Zebroon shallots did well. And red Geneva onions. Like, I feel like the onion queen because my onions did that well last year. Jacqueline gave me some 42-day tomatoes. I don't have it marked on here. I feel like I never got around to starting them, so I will be trying that this year. Blue Hill Urban Backyard Garden. I'm so excited about this spring because it will not be planting. Oh, you will not be planting due to tree removals in your yard and grading for new planters. That's so amazing, Blue Hill. I'm excited for you. So my question to you is, will you, since you won't be planting in ground, will you do anything in maybe some smaller pots and or indoors? And let's see here. Okay. Grading for new planters, but I love watching you guys and we appreciate you watching so very much. Seed up for spring is so inspiring. Yeah, I got to get started seeding, and that's why I decided I needed to just come on here and chat with my friends and decide on what I'm gonna grow. All right, all right. So let's see, Rashida, Jacqueline, are you sending me Tamarillo also? I think that was the one that I said I wanted as well. Indoors and container. Okay, great. And y'all, I did harvest some. I harvested some lettuce this evening. Last thing on this page was quick snack hybrid cucumber that Jacqueline gifted me as well, and I didn't grow it. Didn't grow it last season, but it is growing in my hydroponic unit right now, and I'm super excited about that. Shots fired. Shots fired. Jacqueline just said Farmer Chaz has enough basil to start her own catalog. Listen, we not judging. We are not judging because I I probably don't have as much as Chaz, but I got a lot of basil as well. Okay, Donzel, you plan out your seeds and plants very well. Thank you. I tried to, Donzel. It was actually, it was my first time actually taking the time to write down what I was going to grow. So on this page here, the only thing I have a check mark next to is the spinach, which was strawberry spinach by Baker Creek. That was a failure for me. I'm not even gonna get into that. That was a failure. I don't know what that was that grew. And then the last page here from last season is beets, tall top early wonder, a fail. Again, I don't do well with beets for some reason, but I'm going to keep trying because I love beets. Kohlrabi, yes, yes, and yes. It was my first time growing kohlrabi. I loved it. I will be planting more this season. And Chaz, in your defense, baby girl, oh, that's awesome. I'm glad she likes basil. How does she like to eat her basil? What is her preference, Chaz? Okay, and if at first you don't succeed, try again. Exactly. I planted asparagus. I didn't harvest asparagus to eat, but I did plant it. And I'm praying that with all this cold weather, this freezing weather we are having, that my plants actually survive because they are in elevated, it's in an elevated bed. So I hope that my asparagus survives. No, Rashida, talk about it. She likes to eat basil raw, Chaz. That's awesome. I love to eat. So we were talking about the tomatoes, the yellow pear tomato with some basil, with some mozzarella, cheese, and the oil and vinegar or balsamic vinaigrette. Ugh, yummy. I have not drank basil water. You will do beets together again. We will get it. Thank you, Jacqueline. And let's see. Yup. Plucks it right off the plant, washes it, then eats it. That's Awesome. I love it because she's such a young person that likes basil. So she's got, I'm going to say she's got an acquired taste. Basil tea. You tried basil tea and got really sick. Really? I'm so sorry to hear that, Angel's Peaceful Garden. Um, if you want to share more, please do. And then the last couple things on here was Cherokee Purple Tomato, which was a challenge by GT Junior. GT Junior grows it, Alaska. I think I ended up getting a couple cherry tomato. I mean, not cherry, Cherokee purple tomatoes, but they did not get super big. Great question, Chaz. What kind of basil, Angel's Piece, was it that you used for your tea? Genovese basil. Okay. Chaz, do you have any feedback on that? Because I don't know. I have never used basil to make a beverage. I mean, I've had basil, I'm sure, in like a beverage when I've gone out where they put a little piece of basil. Okay, I've never had an issue with Genovese basil. I think it's one of the most popular basils. And then I had the red okra, which we grew, and I did harvest some red potatoes. So that is the end of what I grew last year. So I'm going to go ahead and mark on here, and we're going to get into it so that I don't keep you guys too long. I appreciate you all so much. I see it's 19 people in here. We got 16 thumbs up. Smash the like button, please, and thank you. I'm going to go ahead and mark this for 2026. Okay. And we're going to, I said I was going to start in A. Oh, it's not even that many in A. All right. So let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, Donzel. Thank you so much. All right. So I have two things in here. I have asparagus and I have arugula. Because I already have asparagus planted, this is definitely going to be in the no pile. Arugula. I would love to have some arugula. So do you all think I should try arugula again? And what are your tips on growing it well? Because I have not been successful with the arugula. Oh, yes, Rashida, do that. Put that down. Basil uses. All right, so let me see. Oh, it's a lot of arugula seeds in here. So should I do arugula? Oh, yes, you can, Chaz. Listen, Chaz, you can have the whole pack, honestly. It takes, so the asparagus, this is UC 157. I don't know what that means, but that's what it is. They take 2 to 3 years to mature, which is why, yes, you do, Chad. Let me finish. I'm going to come back to that. Asparagus. This is coming to you, Chaz. Let me add that over here. Asparagus. Farmer Chaz. All right. Done. So yes, I believe you grow arugula like lettuce, but I'm not super successful with lettuce outdoors, which is why I have been super excited about the lettuce that I'm harvesting in my hydroponic. Let me show y'all my lettuce I harvested tonight. Okay. Listen, this is exciting to me. This is my lettuce that I harvested tonight from, you see the size of that bowl. This is more than enough. And I still have lettuce left over from a week ago that I harvested. Chaz, yes, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I like lettuce just might be grown hydroponically for me. That might be the only way I grow it. Okay, She is Sunshine. I was listening to Amy Winehouse thinking about y'all. Oh, said I need to go to the rehab, and I said no, no, no. Okay, She is Sunshine. I'm not sure what you're referencing there, but I'm glad you were thinking about us. After your big harvest from last week, yes, I still have some. Oh, it's right here. So y'all can see it is still fresh. So last week when I harvested, Chaz did say, I don't think y'all gonna be able to eat all of that. And we didn't. So this is what's left. You can see it's still fresh. I didn't even put a paper towel in there. Oh, seed rehab. Yeah, nope, we don't need no seed rehab. So we're gonna use this first, and then we'll use some of this for our salad tonight. And yes, it's late, but we will eat. All right. So I'm gonna put arugula down here. And I guess what I need to do, I'm gonna just write hydroponics underneath. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. And I mean, extra thanks because it's because of Jacqueline that I started growing hydroponically. I used to think it was just be too complicated. You know, I knew some other people who had tried it. And I'm super, super grateful that I actually gave growing hydroponics a try. Hello, Essence Visible. Oh, I appreciate you catching me live. Nisha says, if I went to see rehab, all the therapists would quit. That's hilarious. Okay, She is Sunshine says, Donzel waiting on some seeds to come in the mail. I know that's right. Okay, Chad says, I'm going to be doing some hydro maintenance tomorrow and try to keep my anxiety down because I'm going to do what we talked about. Ooh, okay, Chaz, I can't wait to see it. I need to do some hydro. I need to do some root trimming because I still haven't done that yet. You are a great role model, Jacqueline. She really is, Donzel, and super, super gracious. Essence, I liked arugula until I grew it myself. It was so strong of flavor. Oh, okay, yeah. So Essence, that is something I do know about. Arugula is a strong lettuce, and it's best, in my opinion, to be mixed with some other lettuces. You don't want to eat it by itself because it is a strong lettuce. So you mix it with other lettuces. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this aside for 2026, okay? Because we've decided I'm growing arugula, right? I'm not putting it back in my seed case here because what I will do is put all of the seeds that I plan to grow this year in my photo box system. And that's going to help me to plan out. Yeah, arugula is peppery. Good night, Maureen. I must have missed it, but I see Jacqueline saying good night to you. Good night, good night, good night. So we got our first thing down there. So now we're going to move to the bees. And this is where y'all know the basil was at, right? All right, so I'm going to grab everything in here in the bee section. Yep. You'll see me struggling to pull all this out. All right. So since the A section wasn't that full, we'll do the B's. This is everything that's in the B section. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and say, one of my goals this year is definitely to grow more beans, okay? Beans is in this section. All right, so I don't even know where to start. We're just gonna go through. I've got bush beans that are Black Midnight. Has anybody grown Black Midnight? And because I plan to grow a lot of beans and I just ordered these are going on the list, okay? So we're gonna put bean. Black Midnight is the variety. And I'll add the rest of the stuff later. So that's going on our list. Okay, I have 2 packs of it, so this one can go back in here. All right. I'm gonna put all the basil to the side and we'll talk about it later. Jacqueline, you're gonna try arugula also? Yeah, I actually still have 2 empty units. So I may start arugula sooner rather than later. All right, I'm gonna put all my basil to the side so we can look at all of them at the same time. I've got borage here. I definitely want to grow borage again. I interplanted it last year. I had like 1 plant, so I want to do more. I don't have a lot of information on it. It does say it's best to start it indoors 4 to 6 weeks before 4 to 6 weeks before consistent 50-degree temperatures. So I am going to go ahead, since it's on this package, 4 to 6 weeks. And this is common borage. All right, that's going on my list for 2026. Hey, Crafty Gardener. Thanks for coming in. All right, we got beets. So y'all already know I want to grow more beets. So these are, let me see what I have. These are Detroit dark red beets. And these are Tall Top Early Wonder beets. I'm looking to see if I have any more beet seeds in here. I don't. So I'm gonna put both of these down. Because Jacqueline has said she's gonna help me. Tall Top Early Wonder and Detroit Dark Red. All right. Next up, we have Baby Bok Choy. Baby Bok Choy. I definitely want to grow some more Bok Choy. Bok Choy. I'll just write baby right here. I have notes on here that says sow in spring and late summer. So I will be starting this. I probably will do direct sow for this. The seeds are, all right, hold on. You should do a segment on you cooking the bok choy. Chaz, yes, I'm going to definitely this year, my goal will be to do cooking for certain. So thank you for stating that. Okay, baby bok choy seeds. And these are from the the Hood Garden. So these are a couple years old now, but I've got plenty in here. So this is definitely going on the list for this year. And I am sure by the time I get through all of this, I'm going to grow. Thank you guys for the hearts. Oh, I'm going to grow this year. It's going to be insane. It's going to be massive. But we're going to make it do what it do, okay? I'm going to see what I can get away with. All right. So let's keep going. I've got, what is this? Empress bean seeds. Empress bean seeds. Did I start some Empress beads before? Does not look like I have. So Empress bean seeds. Has anybody grown Empress beans? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna put it to the side right now. Rows 2 feet apart. Basil. Basil. Ooh, I just found another beet. Chaz, so, oh, the bok choy, so you can copy it? Okay, I just found another beet. So, and this is a new beet that I ordered this year called Chiogia. And it came from Homestead Heart. Okay. Chiogia. And I'm putting this on my list for this year. You have Jacqueline, I'm assuming you're talking about the Empress bean when you say you have not, because I think that was my last question. 9A, the Nichols is in 9A. Okay, so Crafty Gardener, you use bok choy in Asian soups and stir fry it from, oh, you're from Hawaii. Okay, so I was always the cabbage. So it was always the cabbage of choice for us. Awesome. I'm gonna grow bok choy. That is for certain. I grew it and I feel like I got a little bit, but I never got the big full leaves where you had the nice white base. It never grew to that point, so I definitely want to keep trying that. I've got more bush bean, so I'm going to try that as well. Bean, bush, and I'm just going to write on here gardenary. So that's going in my pile. Okay, Jacqueline. And looky here, looky here. This is a different one. But I wonder, is it the same? I've got more bok choy. More bok choy. Chaz, you're going to get me. Text my personal phone, please. I'm actually using my other phone to do the live tonight. Sorry, sis. Text my personal. This is another bok choy that I have, and it is called Hideaway from Baker Creek. And this, this may be what I tried, but I've got plenty of seeds in here. So we're going to put this on the list as well. Bok choy, Hideaway. Okay, thank you, Chaz. I'm going to be stopping at 11 o'clock because I is married and I need to get off of here. So let me see. Like I said, I'm only going through these bees. All right. Oh, wait, is this a second? I got the Chigogia beet seeds. Did I put it in the wrong place? I did. So this goes over here. That's what I'm growing. All right. This is basil, broccoli, Detroit dark red beet. I already have this on my list, so this can go back in here. Broccoli, basil, beans. Yeah, I think we'll make 11 o'clock, y'all, because this is all we're going to get through tonight. Basil. Okay, mung bean. I think I'm going to try that. Like I said, I'm going to do a lot of beans this year. I'm going to try them. And I'm going to do this early. It's not early. Well, Kinnerly. Yellow eye bush bean and mung bush bean. And jade bush bean. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do wax bean this year. I did try it one year. I'm not going to try it this year. We're going to put that one back. The red noodle beans. These are beans that I harvested from 2023. I may or may not. I'm going to put that over there for now. Broccoli. All right. What time is it? 10:52. All right. So I am going to put all of these beans on my list, okay? Because what did I say? I'm going to grow a lot of beans this year. That is my goal. All right, let me start right here with bean. And this is going to be jade, bush, green bean. And then we have the Canarly. We'll come down a few lines. And we're going to try the Keen Early Yellow. And lastly, the mung bush bean. Has anybody grown the mung bush bean? Or should this just be a sprouting bean? All right, let me know. All of these are going on my list. I'm gonna put the red noodle bean on there. I already decided. Because I enjoyed the red noodle bean. I'm just going to be more meticulous about where I grow it and make sure it has the support that it needs. So that's a good point, Chaz, about being intentional about using older seeds. I plan to do that as well. If I have older seeds, I'm going to use those first. Okay, Jacqueline, I'm just seeing your question about the beets. Yes, I plan to use the older seeds first. And so while you guys see me putting them over here, when I go back through them, if I determine that I have older seeds, I'll use those first. I'll just swap them out as long as it's the same variety. So Chas, wait, let me see. Mung, okay, so mung is for bean sprouts. Blue Hill, thank you for sharing that. Okay, is it like a string bean? Oh, the jade bush bean? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, the noodle bean. It is, yes, it's like a string bean. It is purplish in color, but it does not keep the purple color when you cook it. And so it's very long. It's like, you get, they're like a foot, they can be a foot long. And then you just cut them to the size that you want. Am I going to do the three sister the beans? I don't know. We did talk about that in the Garden Girls Chat and Chew recently, and I did say that I would give it another try. However, I don't think I would do the noodle bean with the Three Sisters method. That I'm 100% of, because it grew. I had some some noodle beans to grow back the previous year. Y'all throw, okay, I got 5 minutes. I had some noodle beans to grow back the previous year, or the next year after I first planted them, and they were growing where I had corn, and it pulled my corn. So I will grow noodle beans again, but I won't use the Three Sisters method for that. I'll use some of the other beans to do the Three Sisters method. One crafty sister, Chaz, I'm looking forward to growing jade bush beans as well. More beans, the better. Yes, I'm being very intentional about growing the beans specifically for preservation, being able to store beans. And I love beans, y'all. I cooked some pink beans the other week, and they turned out delicious. All right, we got just a couple more minutes, and so I have broccoli. This is a struggle for me. Growing broccoli is a struggle, but I do want to try it. So I'm going to try both of these. Broccoli. We got Decisons and purple. And I might have to rewrite these pages. These are going on my list. And last but certainly not least, yes, long beans. Oh, wait, bush bean, more beans. Start the broccoli in your hydro, then, okay, Chaz, I'll do that. Purple broccoli is tripping you out. And beans are big in my home. I'll branch to new ones, but start with what I know we eat. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, son. Start in the hydroponic. Okay, so here's what I have so far of the basil. So not as bad as I thought. I have some spicy globe basil. I have lemon basil. I actually have 2 packs of that. And I have licorice basil. I have 2 packs of Italian Genovese basil. Another pack of Genovese basil. And sweet Italian basil. And y'all, guess what? First of all, okay, any of these that I have 2 packs of, I'm gonna pull 1 pack out. What happened to the lemon basil? Did I already put it in here? I'm sure I had 2 lemon basil. Okay, there it is. And spicy cloves. I'm growing all of these. I'm gonna grow all of these, and the red Reuben basil from Chanel. And with that, we have gotten through all of the bees. It is 10:59. I appreciate you all so much. You heard lemon basil is good. I love basil, so I'm just gonna grow a variety. And I don't know where my, oh, you know what? It must be over there. My lettuce leaf basil that I have grown in the hydroponics. I will grow that again outside. I think it's over there though, because I had grown it in the hydroponics. Good night, Chaz. Thank you so much for moderating. Chaz, Jacqueline, Rashida, Donzel. Appreciate you guys so much. So we're going to end the live with that. If you have not hit the like button and you came in late, hit that like button. Let me also remind you that tomorrow evening from 8 to 10 p.m., the Garden Girls Chat and Chew will be on and popping. We look forward to each of you joining us tomorrow evening. And who knows, I may do some other pop-ups later. I might do one more in the week, in the middle of the week or something, where you guys can help me pick some more seeds. Okay, did you guys like this? Good night, good night, good night. Okay, D Nichols, thanks so much. All right, I'm going to go. Be blessed. I love you all for joining me, and I'm looking forward to the 2026 growing season. Thank you, Jacqueline. All right, good night, everybody.